Dr. Ivan Pavlov. Dr. Ivan Pavlov is a renowned physiologist who is widely recognized as the pioneer of classical conditioning. He conducted groundbreaking experiments with dogs, demonstrating how learning can occur through associations between stimuli. Dr. B. F. Skinner. Dr. B. F. Skinner is a prominent psychologist known for his work on operant conditioning. He introduced the concept of reinforcement and punishment to shape behavior, emphasizing the role of consequences in learning and behavior modification. Dr. Edward Tolman. Dr. Edward Tolman is a cognitive behaviorist who incorporated cognitive elements into behaviorist theory. He proposed that learning involves more than just stimulus response associations and highlighted the importance of cognitive maps and expectations in behavior. Dr. Albert Bandura. Dr. Albert Bandura is a psychologist famous for his social learning theory and contributions to neo-behaviorism. He introduced the concept of observational learning, emphasizing the influence of modeling and reinforcement on behavior, paving the way for a more comprehensive understanding of learning and behavior.
Dad, the dog is now responding to the bell alone without the presence of food.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will be witness a demonstration about operant conditioning using a Skinner box. These experiments will help us understand how behavior is shaped and influenced by consequences.
Wow! I've heard about Skinner boxes, but I've never seen one in action.
It's quite fascinating, isn't it? Now, let's observe the rat's behavior before we start the experiment.
What exactly are we going to do? This rat. Balik? Sige, sige. What exactly are we going to do to this rat?
Don't worry, we're not causing any harm. We will introduce a lever inside the box, and whenever the rat presses a food dispenser will release a small piece of food.
So, what happened next?
Initially, the rat will press the lever by chance. However, when it receives food as a consequence, it will start associating pressing the lever with getting food. Over time, the rat will learn that pressing the lever results in a reward, and it will do it more frequently.
But what if the rat is just lucky?
That's a great question. To ensure that the rat learns the association between pressing the lever and getting food, we will conduct the experiment multiple times. We will also vary the frequency of food dispensation, which help us understand the rat's behavior better.
This is amazing. I can see how the rat is learning and adapting its behavior based on the consequences.
Exactly. This is the power of operant conditioning. By understanding how consequences shape behavior, we can better influence and modify behaviors in various settings, such as education, therapy, and even workplace productivity.
So, Dr. Bandora, I believe you've been delving into the realm of behaviorism lately.
Ended, Dr. Tolman, I've been exploring the classical and operant conditioning theories, but I must admit there's a certain limitations to them.
Absolutely. Strict behaviorism focuses solely on observable behaviors and their consequences, neglecting the underlying cognitive processes that influence those behaviors.
Yes, it seems to lack a comprehensive understanding of human thoughts and motivation.
That's where neo-behaviorism comes in, as an extension of classical conditioning, incorporating cognitive processes into the equation.
I've heard the term before, but could you elaborate on the concept of new behaviorism?
Of course, neo-behaviorism, also known as cognitive behaviorism, acknowledges the importance of mental processes in shaping behavior. It suggests that behaviors are influenced by internal cognitive events such as thoughts, beliefs, and expectations.
I see, so it's not just about stimulus response relationship, but also about how individuals interpret and react to those stimuli.
Precisely, it emphasizes the role of cognitive mediations, learning, and behavior change. For instance, our perceptions, attitudes, and beliefs can significantly impact how we respond to certain situations.
That makes sense. It seems like new behaviorism could provide a more comprehensive understanding of human behavior as it takes in account both environment influences and internal cognitive process.
Exactly. It's a more holistic approach, allowing us to better understand the complexities of human behavior and how it evolves over time.
I'm looking forward to exploring this concept further. Thank you for shedding light on new behaviorism, Dr. Tolman.
You are welcome, Dr. Bandora. Let's continue this discussion as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of psychology. Welcome, everyone. Today, we'll be discussing real life applications of behaviorism in various fields.
I'm curious about how behaviorism can help my child who struggles with anxiety. Can you provide an example, Dr. Jane?
Certainly, in therapy, we use techniques like systematic desensitization, which exposes the individual to their fear in a controlled and gradual manner. This helps them overcome their anxiety by associating the fear with a sense of control.
As an educator, I find behaviorism very useful in classroom. For instance, we apply operant conditioning when we are writing good behavior with price or extra time for a task.
In advertising, we utilize behaviorist principle to create effective campaigns. For example, we use classical conditioning to associate our products with positive emotions, making it more appealing to consumers.
That's a great example, Mr. Brown. Behaviorism has been successfully applied in various fields because it's based on observable behavior and their consequences. This allows us to modify and shape behavior effectively.
Ended, it helps us understand how learning occurs and how we can create optimal learning environment for students.
I can see how this can be beneficial for my child's therapy as well as for my daughter's education. Thank you for explaining these real life applications, everyone.
You are welcome, Mrs. Smith. Behaviorism is a powerful tool when used correctly, and its application can be seen in various aspects of our daily lives.
Behaviorism has been around for quite some time, but does it still hold any significance in our current understanding of human behavior? I believe it does, especially when we consider its applications in various fields like education and therapy.
Indeed, behaviorism has influenced not only psychology but also other domains such as AI and robotics. For instance, reinforcement learning algorithms in AI are based on behaviorist principles.
That's correct. Behaviorism continues to be relevant due to its emphasis on observable behaviors and environmental influences. It helps us understand how external factors shape our actions.
Now, let's talk about current research trends. What are some emerging applications of behaviorist principles? One notable example is the use of behavioral economics to study decision making processes. It combines behaviorist concepts with economic theories to explain human choices.
Another area is neuroscience, where researchers are exploring how brain processes relate to learned behaviors.
As for future directions, I think behaviorism could benefit from integrating with other perspectives in psychology, such as cognitive and humanistic approaches. This interdisciplinary approach may provide a more comprehensive understanding of human behavior.
That's an interesting point. Combining different perspectives might help us develop more effective interventions and treatments.
I also see potential in applying behaviorist principle to advanced technology, like creating AI systems that can adapt and learn from the environment more efficiently.
In this engaging and informative roleplay, we are introduced to various concepts in the field of behavior. The fourth scene presents real life examples of behaviorist principles in action. These examples range from therapy techniques and education strategies to advertising tactics. The effectiveness of behaviorist interventions in modifying behavior and promoting learning is discussed, demonstrating the practical applications of these principles. This roleplay provides a comprehensive overview of behaviorism, its key concepts, and its application in various settings. It encourages the audience to explore behaviorism further and appreciate its significance in the field of psychology and beyond.